Can your brain remember a word that was never presented? Most of us would say no. However, with a certain kind of word list, we often remember one even when it was never there. That illusion is classic Deese Roediger McDermott, often shortened to DRM, a reliable way to study how false memories form. In this video, you'll learn the DRM procedure, what it is, how it reliably produces false memories, why it works, and what it teaches us about studying an eyewitness testimony. We like to think memory is a perfect recording. In reality, we encode, store, and reconstruct, which means prior knowledge and associations can quietly fill gaps. The paradigm began with James Deese in 1959 and was popularized by Roediger and McDermott in 1995. They showed that a simple list can produce confident but false recall of a missing related word. Here's the setup. Participants hear a short list of related words, usually around 15. For example, bedtime words like bed, rest, dream, pillow, and so on. The strongest associate, or the critical lure, is left out. In this list, the lure would be the word sleep. What happens next? First, people try to recall as many words as they can. Later, during recognition, many confidently endorse the missing lure, sleep as if it truly occurred. That pattern is the signature of the DRM effect. So far, you've seen what DRM is and how a related word list sets up a critical lure. Want to check your progress? Tap the link for a quick practice test and a concise study guide tailored to this lesson. Quiz yourself, skim the highlights, and jump back in. Now, why does the illusion work? Activation monitoring theory says hearing related words activates the missing word in your memory. Later, if you don't check the source, asking, did I actually hear it or did it just come to mind? You may treat it as heard on the list even though you only thought of it. In another view, fuzzy trace theory says we encode both verbatim details and the gist. However, we often rely on the gist, thinking this list was about sleep, which favors endorsing the lure even when the exact word was absent. In practice, warnings help, but false memories still happen, just less often. People often feel sure they remember the lure, so confidence can be high even when accuracy is low. That's why the DRM paradigm matters. It serves as both a warning and a guide. It shows that confident memories can be wrong and helps us design better study strategies and tests that separate genuine recall from simple association. Now, zoom in on the lists themselves. Not every list is equal. Stronger semantic associations increase lure acceptance, while weaker ones reduce it. Recognition tests show the same pattern. The lure is often falsely endorsed with confidence. So, what can you do to reduce illusion? 1. Focus on distinctive details of each word. 2. Rehearse exact phrasing, not just a theme. 3. Do a quick source check. Remind yourself whether you actually heard it or just thought of it. 4. Mix modalities. Read, hear, and write exact forms. To recap, DRM uses related word lists to provoke a critical lure. False recall persists even with warnings, and theories like activation monitoring and fuzzy trace explain why gist can override exact detail. Now that you've watched the video, let's see how much you remember. Head to the link in the description where you'll find Quizlet, content made just for you.